I am your just generous host, Darthlow79, and my special favorite, most adorable sidekick. No, I'm playing. The other person of Geekster Cousins, Happy Married Gamer. What's up, bro?
I don't know what to say about that. Sure. Hey, how's it going? I didn't realize you thought I was adorable. Which thanks. You're, I guess, adorable yourself. Um, but yes,
All right.
we're back.
You know what? Here, okay. Yes, I know. We need to figure this out a little bit better. Uh, all right. So, what we have going on is, well, instead of doing what we were doing just one episode at a time or a couple episodes at a time or something, we decided we're going to go and watch the entire first season of Corpse Princess. Which I did it, and it took me a little bit longer than it should have. But,
Which you have plenty of time to do.
oh yeah, dude, I don't know. It was really hard for me to stay into it.
Gotcha.
But went ahead and we went ahead and decided to go and watch the entire first season, which, from what I understand from it, you actually watched both seasons.
Yes.
Congratulations, my friend. You suffered plenty. No, I'm
Oh, it was actually pretty good. Yes, it was slow in the beginning. It was very slow, which is part of the reason why we did take a while to finish this, and also trying to get back together took us a little bit to do the last bit of this, I guess, podcast for season for the Corpse Princess. But yeah, it was very, it dragged on. I mean, I think they were trying to build up the characters. Almost in each episode, you got a little bit of background of each person, slowly, and then of course it had its new Shikabane that the Shikabane Himeis had a battle to
yeah.
destroy, of course. And the whole thing with Shikabane, if those of you who don't know, and this is spoiler alerts, I already put this on our Facebook page, or group, I should say. I didn't put it on the Facebook page. But these are the spoilers. If you want to watch this, we're going to go over the highlights, our highlights, what we thought were good. And we're going to, say some things that are in the anime, and we're going to say what happened. So, this is your forewarning, like it was before. But yeah, it was good. For me, the first season, it was a drag. It didn't really start to really pick up. I think you and I can agree until episode 7, 8, I
I thought it
believe.
was more, yeah, it was like I started finally getting more into it whenever what's his name? Kasha Shishido, the traitor monk,
Mm-hmm.
started coming into effect.
Yep.
And along with him, the seven stars.
Yep. Yeah, because
There's all the Shikabane.
yeah, because Akasha didn't come into the episode where the they drive in a car and they're in the woods, basically. So, and that's whenever you kind of hear about, was it Takamasa? I think his name is, and Suki, his bow-headed Shikimani with those cool little pistols. Um,
Oh yeah, that cute little girl.
yeah, yeah, that was awesome. But yeah, dude, like with him, he was so mysterious. Didn't know who he was other than a traitor monk. He was,
Yeah, I don't know. It did. Now his background story for him was actually really good. I mean, he was an awesome contracted monk. He had his own Shikabane Hime,
mm-hmm,
and it just, after he found out the truths and everything else about exactly what Shikabane Hime are,
mm-hmm.
and then that he just believed that they didn't deserve to end up having that chance,
Yeah.
and
So,
it just, didn't he also fall in love with his Shikabane Hime at
so
first, and then he learned what they really truly were?
Okay, so yes. So this is going into season 2. I have actually finished. I think we said season 1 and season 2. I actually enjoyed the season 2 really much more than season 1. So in season 2, toward the end, you understand where Akasha Shishido came from. So his Shikabane was actually his, I think it was his wife. Okay.
No way.
Yes. So this is reason why. Okay. So I think I want to say, oh, it was. I'm sorry, it was his fiance. I'm looking at this better. So it's his fiance. I can't. Maybe they got married. Maybe they didn't. I do not remember. But she actually gets very sick. Okay, and that she's in the hospital. So his little backstory with Akasha, his fiance got very sick, and he was a monk, and he, in order for her to try to stay alive, because she didn't want to think pass. So in order for her to stay alive, she pleaded to become a Shikabane Hime. So he had to go to the guy, the monk, head monk that was over the Kogon sect, and ask and plead that his fiance wants to become a Shikabane Hime. He allowed it. So it's kind of weird how that happened. So, yes, he did love his Shikabane Hime because that was his fiance.
Okay, see, I didn't get that far into it.
Yes.
I got as far as, like, I got a few episodes into the second season. I just...
And so
It just took way too long, man.
It did. So with that...
No, it did... Okay, I'm sorry. It did have its good moments.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some of the fights were pretty awesome. I mean, they were pretty awesome on some of the fights. They did good with the fights. The part that kept throwing me off, though, especially with Machina... Oh my lord, dude. I mean, how many times do you have to end up hearing, because I am the Shikabane Hime?
Yeah,
Dude.
that did get old.
Okay, that got old. I'm not trying to downshoot them. I mean, it does have its good moments. It just, if you're going to watch it, just keep in mind you're going to want to know what's going on. And it does pick up a little bit. It lost me.
Yeah. So with that said, as it picks up in the second season regarding Akasha, do you want to know what happens to when they kill 108 Shikabanes?
Yeah.
So the whole story is, they killed 108 Shikabanes, they're going to heaven. They had the right to pass on to heaven. That's the whole reason why they're trying to do this, right?
Right.
What happens? They don't go to heaven. They become this elite Shikabane that they cannot kill. They become rapid, like crazy strong, and they're not the Shikabane Hime anymore. They become this elite Shikabane that they have to put down. So
what?
Yeah, so the head monks, only like 2 or 3 people know about this, and this like I said, spoilers, guys. This is the very end of the season 2, and what happened was his fiance, which is Shikabane Hime, turned into Shikabane Hime, gets 108 during that fierce battle between that they kind of hint toward what happened between him and Shahido and Kisei. So they see him kill the Shikabane because she was going crazy. She was going to that next level after Shikabane Hime. And he had to kill her. That's the reason why he's considered a traitor monk, because he killed his Shikabane, because he learned of the real what happened. What happens when he kills 108 Shikabanes. That's his whole story.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I might have to finish season 2 just to see that.
Yeah.
But
it's crazy. But they kind of just hold him off. Like, she's not the only one who does it. But only 2 or 3 people out of the whole Kogon sect know about the secret. And that's the reason why, like, they keep on playing this role and say, if you kill 108, they'll go to heaven, which is completely false. They lied. And he learned of the lie.
They're just using these poor souls that are not going to be able to go to heaven, and they're still going to go to hell, and they're just using them to fight what they can't fight themselves.
Yep. It's crazy. I mean, that's the whole reason why, the whole purpose of Shikabane Hime is to get to 108. But yeah, that's the reason why they're after him.
So are these 7 stars what those ones are past the Shikabane Himes?
No. So the 7 stars is very interesting because they are actual just Shikabane.
But they learn to accept what they are.
Yes.
Or accept their their persona, I guess, or
They refer it to as man, I can't remember. But it's some kind of uh, regrets. They have regrets, right? When they become Shikimani, they have past. They have regrets, I believe, right? What call?
yeah, it's whatever regrets, whatever something else that
Yeah,
turns them into Shikabane. But then they end
right.
up uh, accepting who they are, who they truly are,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and so they're able to stay sane,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not going to fight what they truly are, what they really are to themselves. So
Yeah. So yeah, because they have no regret. They're pretty much Shikabane without I think regret or something, or I forget. But there's one special person within the 7 stars,
who
which goes
has
more
nothing?
that has no regret, and it's
It's
it's completely sad and horrible.
Hokuto,
Yes.
the that little girl Hokuto.
Yes.
Didn't she die as a little girl, not knowing
So
anything?
so she was literally raised from the very beginning, from being born into raised as a actual human sacrifice. So,
Born to be killed as a child.
right. Because and for whatever reason when they did that, she of course she did get sacrificed, but she actually comes back as a Shikabane. Not as a Shikabane Hime or anything, but she became a Shikabane with no regrets. There's nothing that she was very special, and she was very powerful when she came back. She's pretty much death itself is like what they keep on referring to her as, and she has a special link to Makina Higuromo, I believe. Oh, crap, I can't remember.
Makina Hoshimura
Hoshimura, yes.
or
The
Hoshimura.
and you know the link between those two?
Let me guess. That was the family name that did the sacrifice.
Boom. Yes.
Dude, that was actually a true guess because as the more I got into it towards
Mm-hmm.
the end of season 1, you started learning more and more about the Hashimura
Mm-hmm.
uh, people,
Yep.
the clan, and it was the 7 stars that killed her entire family,
Yep.
and they all of them each grabbed a part of her body, her legs, her arms, everything, and tore her apart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It literally gets crazy and it's like I wish they would have done this in the first season. This would have been so much better. But it was such a long drag. Why had it been such a long drag? I mean, they could have set this up within like maybe literally like episode 5 or 6, versus how we learn about the rising star, or the crap the
7 stars.
thank you 7 stars in like episodes 8 and 9. It was like I don't know. It was so long. This could have been a great first season, but they took so long to get it going. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean the only other thing that really got me sad, and actually it made me sad because I thought, or okay, I'm watching out throughout for season 1, Ori, Kisei's adopted younger brother.
Yeah.
Uh, you always knew he was gonna be doing something part of this. I thought his something was coming up in what was it? Episode was it episode 6 or 7? Which one was it? Where Minai's contracted
Okay.
monk
Yeah,
ended up
Shuki
getting killed.
Itsuki, I think his name
Yeah.
was.
Let's
No,
see.
Itsuki. What was his name? Shuji.
Yeah, Shuji Isaki.
Yeah. Yeah, that way they okay. So Shuji, he was a straight up
Dick.
jerk. Yeah, I was gonna say dick. Yeah, jerk.
Sorry for the language, people. It
Yeah,
just he was a jerk. He was there. I had no
See.
empathy for that dude. Like whenever he got killed, I was like, wow, somebody finally taught him a lesson.
Well, the thing is,
But
go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, but without the contracted monk, the Shikabane Hime turn back into their original Shikabane. They
Mm-hmm.
lose themselves and they start going into what they are, what their regret was, and it just. But dude, I mean, dude, she was cool. Dude, she was
Yeah.
awesome, dude. She really was.
It was. Yeah. I mean, they could have done more with that too with Ori, with how
Yeah,
And that's where I feel like, and I don't. Of course, I haven't read the manga. I don't know anything about the manga other than what the anime shows. And I mean, I don't know. It's
See, I
just they could do so much more.
see. I thought Ori was going to end up becoming her. Like, okay, after he got killed, Shuji,
Mm-hmm.
Ori's the one who turns around and he has a kind heart.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't care. He knows that she's a monster,
Yeah.
but all he sees is her.
Yeah. Person.
So he ended up going and finding her and took her to what was that other guy? Uh that one other contracted monk. Uh
Sada Hiro. What are you talking about?
oh, what's that guy's name?
What are you looking for?
Oh, I'm looking for that contracted monk. The
Okay.
one that owned that
The bar.
yes, yeah,
Sada Hiro.
Sadahiro.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever he took her over to there to be able
Mm-hmm.
to be watched over, and they ended up having to kill her after she
Uh,
wouldn't let go of Shuji as her contracted
dude,
monk.
whenever that happened, I'm like, they could have done so much with that. I mean, of
Dude,
course,
they
like,
could have gave her. They could have went ahead and gave her to Ori,
yes, and then they could have
but then that. But then they would have ended up ruining the deal for Kisei
not
that
really,
way.
not really, because if you think about this, they already had another monk. Of course, you don't know it's till second season, but with the other monk that's training Ori, he has two Shikabanes. They could have progressed him like Ori. Yeah, he's seen as a weak person, right? As a weak kid, but
Yeah, he
he
didn't
could
have the
have.
training to be able to use his essence to be able to control. Yeah,
Yeah. So, but the thing is, that could have been like an inner, like, okay, he's weak, but he's going to be extremely strong, like maybe the strongest out of all the monks. You know what I mean? They could have went that route. Yes, it's more traditional to allow how some animes are, or a superhero underdog to turn to superhero. Like My Hero Academia. You know what I mean?
oh
But
yeah, My Hero
this
Academia.
is
Yeah, how they
yeah this
made him
is
end up being stronger than the rest of them.
right. But this is, of course, back in 2008 when this aired. I thought it was 2005, but it's before. But it's 2008, I think, when the anime started. Manga probably earlier. But I mean, the thing is, they could have like made him like, oh, he got this Shikabane. He's getting and he's doing right by her better. And then all of a sudden, Kisei, of course, dies at the end of season one, and he gives Ori his rune to take on Makinas as his Shikabane Hime, as a contractor monk for his Makina. And so that could have been built up like, oh yeah, he's got two. And then there's the trainer who's got two, who's training him. And then they're trying to figure out why he has this power. And they could have went off that way and then actually ended, turn that into another season. And then season 3, they could have done the whole 7 stars. And then kind of go that way. You know what I mean? They could have then
Yeah,
ended with going toward learning about how Shikabane Hime's die and what actually happens. The whole they could have turned that whole arc into that piece, season 3. But it's like, but
yeah.
yeah, I mean, I'm with you. They could have done so much better. I don't know. This whole season, first season, was pissing me off like you were. It's like they could have done so much better. It was so boring in the beginning, and then at the end is like, what the. I mean, come on. It was a slow drag until like the last 4 episodes. I'm sure you kind of with me. It kind of pissed me off. I think you said it before. We were in our private
Yes.
conversation. It was whatever. That's what's so frustrating about some of these animes.
Oh yeah, dude. I don't know. I end up having to end it. I mean, I know we're gonna start doing our own little ratings from GC1 to GC5. GC1 being the worst thing in the world to where no, don't watch it. If you do, God rest your soul. No,
Right.
to GC5 to where it's like, dude, you need to check this out.
Yeah.
Now, for me, it's kind of like in the middle. It's like a 3, GC3. I'm gonna give it a GC3, dude. I'm just gonna say that right now
See, you're
because
okay. You're giving me a little bit better than what I would give right now. And I've
I mean, the only
seen
reason
it.
I'm giving it a 3 is because, dude, once you get past a certain section in season 1, it does get better, but it just lost me too far
Yeah.
to where
So
I
you're
just, I,
go ahead.
I don't know. I couldn't handle it anymore.
So you're so your rating is off for season 1, right? Just season 1.
Yes.
Okay. See, for if you're talking about for me, you're like I said, you're giving it a lot better than I am because season 1 pissed me off. I'm
Yeah,
actually
well, I
giving
mean,
it.
okay. Well, I was gonna say if you at least get through it, at least until what would you say, episode 6 or 7?
I would say if you really need to buckle in and ride it out, I want to say episode 7, 8. That's when it really gets more
Everything's
interesting with the
yeah.
seven
Okay.
stars.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. We're
And,
7 star. Okay. Whenever you start getting
mm-hmm,
the uh. Oh my lord! Why can't I talk straight? You know what? Yeah, rethinking about season 1, dude, it did piss me off.
mm-hmm.
Okay, I'd give it a GC 1 up until episode
GC1.
6.
Gotcha. Wow, that's a huge difference. CC3 down to GC1.
Yeah, well, I mean, up to episode 6.
Episode 6. Gotcha. Yeah, I for me personally, I would give like a maybe a 2.5 because it ramped up a little more at the end. If you're in there for long haul, there were some cool parts in the beginning that kind of got like when it went into was it Hagino, like that the first episode, like our first podcast on episode 1, it was that vampire looking dude who that kind of was intriguing, and then they kind of bust
Yeah,
out with the whole Machina is introduced and she's going ape shit over the Shikabane, and then you find out Shikabane Hime. But that was intriguing, and at that point, oh, this is gonna be awesome. This would be pretty cool. You know what I mean? But when they dragged
yeah.
it
I mean, dude,
out,
just because of the look they gave into her eyes, whenever she was pulling the triggers on
mm-hmm.
both those Mac 11s, just it's
Oh
like you
yeah,
have say now you're afraid of me, dude. That
mm-hmm.
was awesome. That really was.
Yep.
But that is the only part that that was awesome. I mean, dude, it made her look hot even for a dead chick. But
Oh man,
it
yeah,
just
it
and
set it
then
up.
but then it slowed down. Like okay, then it started showing heart that like with the kids
Mm-hmm.
on episode 2 and then episode 3 with the singer and then what
The
was episode 4, the one where that Shikabane was being held by a doctor because
yeah, the baby.
it had her baby.
Yeah.
That one was just that one. It just
It was,
it.
for me, it was boring. That one was
Yes, I
very
mean that
boring.
dude should have just been shot in the head right in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
and then just killed the Shikabane, and then just
Mm-hmm.
took the baby. I mean, it could have been ended so much better,
Yeah, they just I
but
don't know. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to figure out because I've never read the manga. I mean, it was of course a manga before it was a anime. So I don't know if it had more detail in the manga. I don't know, but yeah, the writing was slow.
I'd say it had a poor transfer going over into an anime to watch.
I'm kind of curious as if maybe that the manga was so much detail and they're trying to put like maybe each chapter or maybe each volume. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to cram too much or they're trying to pick certain spots of the manga and put in the adapt it to the TV series. I don't know.
Right.
I don't
You
know.
see, out of all the characters, I liked them all, but the one that actually I don't know why. I think it's because she was really hot. But Rika Origami, the one that always ended up being able to heal and stuff. Uh, I think you know which one I'm talking about.
I can't remember.
She had the little girl with that giant hammer.
Oh yeah, she's the one like whenever she went after the Shikabanes when if their contracted monk died, they of course the contract severed. I guess they don't have a contracted monk to hold them, whatever it is. And she's the one who goes after them. That was her kind of specialty.
Yeah.
Her role in the
Okay.
whole thing.
Yeah, she was Saki Amasi's
Mm-hmm.
contracted monk. The one that uh Okay, what was it called?
Rika Origami.
She has an axe to grind. In both cases, they are ludicrously oversized and apparently stored in hammer space.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that was Rika's Shikabane.
Yeah. I
Emo.
mean, I ain't gonna lie, dude. They drew her really hot.
Well, she had a thing for a Kisei, and she would never say anything.
Yeah, well, I know. It was kind of sad, dude. They could have had an awesome baby, and they could have shown it, at least them having a baby together.
Oh my god, that's one thing is that the whole infatuation that Takamasa, he's the one who had a Tsuki, I think, right? That he who was a teacher or portrayed a teacher with the bow. He find out that like he was trying to tell Ori in this season 2, basically that do not fall in love with your Shikamane. They are only there as a apprehension, their ascension, or I forget what they were saying. And he soon find out. You pretty much learn that they're using you to get their 108 kills. And that's what he found the hard way. But they still liked each other. They still kind of like Itsuki and Takamasa. They liked each other. They actually kind of loved each other in a sense.
Yeah, and then he saw what she really was after getting hurt or something like that, and then
he tried
how
to,
she like claw him or something because she let
she,
what she really was out.
no, I don't. She didn't. I can't remember. I think she did hurt him. Right. I forget
Yeah,
how
she
though.
did hurt him.
I forget what
She
it
ended up
was.
causing that scar that was on his chest, and didn't even realize she's the one who did it. She didn't even realize she was the one who did it.
Gotcha. Yeah, that was.
But
I don't know. It's like, and I think that at that point the writers are kind of like, well, they're trying to have some kind of love interest, even though Ori is kind of infatuated with Makina. Let's have another one and show him why he can't do it. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what the purpose of that character and what that was all about. Because they had a little bit of role, but not a huge role, other than showing that, hey, you can't love your Shikabane. You got to remember what they're there for. Kind of sense.
they are dead flesh.
Yeah, pretty much.
They are rotted souls and dead flesh, only meant here to be able to kill the Shikabane.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so with
it's
our
a
ratings,
good idea. It's a good idea. It just could have been done better, in my opinion.
I agree. So with our ratings, I know you gave it a 1. With knowing what season 1 was, and not, I think you went to a couple episodes into season 2, right?
Yeah, I went a couple episodes in.
So without knowing what was in season 2, with season 1 only, even with your rating, you gave it a GC1, and I gave it a GC 2.5. I don't know if I said that, but I'm giving it a GC
Okay, well,
2.5. Would
let's
you
make it
recommend it?
actually what I said.
Okay.
GC1 up to episode 6.
Okay. Okay. GC1 up to episode 6. Okay. But
And then
you
it
can't
goes
we
from
can't do
that
that, man.
to
You
a
got to
3.
give it a full rating for the whole season entirety. You
Whole
cannot
season, I give it a
you cannot give it just a 1.5 to blah blah blah. What is your rating for the entire first season?
2.5.
Okay. Gotcha. I'm the same way, 2.5. With season 1, would you recommend somebody watching it? To see what goes on.
If you can pray and hold on to your soul and ask for forgiveness for putting yourself through it, it does get better. It does. But it will just end up turning around and it will rot your soul a little bit at a time. You will lose who you are. If you were to die while watching it, you would come back as a Shikabane with
God.
regrets.
Why'd I watch that anime?
It's like, dude, it could have been so much better.
That's what's frustrating about it. So okay, you would say you would recommend? Yes, you would say go on, continue on to season 2. That's what you're saying, right? Or you're not?
Yeah.
It's hard, I know. But what is?
I would say
what would you say right now?
I would say start season 1 at number 7 and go from there.
You can't do that, man, because they have no backstory of what some other people are.
Read about it. Go find the manga and read it.
Gotcha.
You might get a better segment out of it.
Okay, so I would actually recommend it. Push through, like Darth Vader said, push through it. Push through it. It does get better. It's like an average anime in the beginning to where the end.
No,
It
it's
ramps
not.
up. What do you mean it's not? It's okay, I'm saying
Dude,
average
it was
as in
okay. It
like
was
it's
okay at first,
mediocre.
but
I'm
I
talking about
am the
mediocre.
Shikibane Hime. Dude, that's
That
like,
was old. That was gonna be
no.
old. She does a lot still during the second season, when she starts fighting what's her name, Hikoto. Oh my gosh, what is her name? I already forgot it. Hokuto. When she starts fighting them, then that gets even worse.
Oh, the 7 stars.
Yeah, because when they start finding out, because I am your enemy, I am your enemy, and it just they repeat that like 50,000 times, man. That gets old too. It's like they were trying to go for a catchphrase or something. What they were like remember the anime about, or remember the two characters because they're like linked to each other. And yeah, that fighting gets kind of that fighting could get better too. See, that's a problem. Even second season got better, but
at the same time, it still sucked.
I wouldn't say it sucked because for me, if anime for it to really suck, I would have to. Even if this one kind of pissed me off, I still enjoyed it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say it sucked. I still actually enjoyed it. It was a long haul. It felt like a drug out. After a while, it felt like a chore. Just because I wanted to see it, but I said, it still kind of held me on. Is it going to get better? Is it going to get better? Is it going to get better? The only thing that I wish there was a season 3, because at the end of season 2, like once you find out everything and how and I'm not going to ruin this piece. It ends to where it's going to lead into a season 3. Like, literally.
So, it's a cliffhanger.
Yes. But there's not going to be a season 3. There's the manga, I think, finishes off, from what I've researched. But, yeah, there's no season 3. That's it. And that's what pisses me off
now
even
I
more.
can hear you.
Yeah, because it pisses me off then. It's like, oh my gosh, this whole thing is a roller coaster of emotions. It gets good, then it's like the same thing, but it gets better. But then it pulls you back. Then it gets better. I was like, I quit playing my emotions. I want to be good.
All right.
But yeah, that's it.
Well, dude. So, what is it that we are going to try to turn around and? Okay, I just say I'm glad you enjoyed it. I really actually had to push myself through it to end up trying to get any kind of sense of reality.
Mm-hmm.
It was sucking my soul.
Yeah, I get it.
It was just turning around and it was saying, I shall eat your soul. Yeah. And it's like, no, get away from me, Gizmo. You do not need to eat after midnight.
Oh, God. I think it's a Gizmo duck. It's a Gizmo. Anywho, gotcha. Yeah, I get it. So we're going with our next formatting, I guess we should say this, because the other one we tried, we were going to do like 1 to 2 episodes, and then do each like podcast each episode, or like a cluster of episodes for each like additional podcast. Yeah. Right?
Well, the one we were gonna do, I actually finished it all off before you even watched episode 1.
I watched episode 2. Up to I think maybe
2.
3.
I'm sorry. I apologize for that. So I kind of ruined the next one. We'll probably get into it the next time, because I found a new one that I hope episode 1 sucked me in. It really did. So I'm hoping that you'll enjoy it the same way I did. But I guess we kind of came to a decision what we're doing next, right?
Yeah.
All right.
This is going to be it from going forward.
Shironeko Project Zero Chronicle.
Yep. Well, we do.
And there is an English dub on it, so you can watch it in English.
Yep.
So
yeah. So we're going to be doing this one. You've seen the episode. I haven't. But our next formatting is going to be, we're going to watch the entire season. No, yeah, we're going to watch the entire season, then do a podcast on it, and then during that time we're watching this, we're going to look for other animes to watch for the next one, and we're only going to watch one episode, and then if we like it, at the end of the next podcast after this one we're going to watch, we'll announce the next one we're going to get into. So if so whoever wants to follow us, or whoever wants to be on a guest on the next on like following podcasts, then it might be a little easier, kind of, because we're not going to go over everything. We're just going to go over the stuff we liked, our favorite moments, what we rate it, and that's kind of how we're going to go through it. I mean, we got some good critique, which Darthlo gave me from a buddy of his. So we're going to go with that. I think we've done it so far.
Yeah. So honestly, if you do want to try out the show, go for it. I will say a prayer for you.
Yeah. Corpse Princess.
Yes, for the Corpse Princess. If you want to join us in watching it, I have found it on Hulu.
Good.
You could probably find it on YouTube. Probably, I have no idea. It is a Funimation presentation. It always says Funimation at the beginning of it before it ends up even starting. So, but it is Shironeko. Shironeko project, and then Zero Chronicle.
Yeah, I like the art style on it, and also I'll put this in, which Darthlo gave me too. I'll put this in the description as well as on our YouTube page, YouTube channel. I think on Facebook. As if you're interested in it, you want to take a kind of a sneak peek of it. It kind of reminds me, the art style reminds me of, we talked about this earlier, Sword Art Online. It's what it kind of reminds me of a little bit, like the art style wise, and like the genre. Like, not genre, I don't know, the world, I guess I should say. It looks interesting, and
I like the art. I like the art in it. I love how they drew the characters. I love how they drew. Dude, to me, this is what it's not supposed to be looking like, exactly like a living person. It's not supposed to look like a 2D, like ha ha ha.
Mm-hmm.
Not like I'm not dogging on these because they were start offs like Pokemon. That's a good start off if your kid's just starting out. Pokemon's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't like Pikachu? Who doesn't like Bulbasaur?
And my son loves it. So does my daughter. They both watch it. They like it. They both get.
But that's not how it's drawn.
Mm-hmm.
Or like Beyblade. It's not drawn like that. It's not drawn like what's the one with the cards? With the battle cards.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh. Mm-hmm. It's not drawn like that. It's drawn like in a perspective, like you said, like the characters look like they were drawn by this. We only need to check it out. Same. I need to see.
Uh-oh.
We'll need. Oh, can you hear me now?
Yep, gotcha.
All right, we won't. I guess it's on my end, dude. Okay, you know what? We're gonna have to use the other one next time.
It's all good, man.
This one keeps cutting out.
Yeah,
but I think we'll have to see if it's done by the same people. I know, like I said, it's presented by Funimation, but or that's what it plays on.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like it's the same people that did Sword Art Online, like the same kind of artistic style.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and this what it looks like real quick. Looking at the link you sent me about the fandom, looks like the anime had 12 episodes, and it first aired between April and June of 2020 in Japan. The anime was released in 2 DVDs on June and July 2020, which contained 6 episodes. So this looks like it's only 12 episodes?
Yeah.
That's it? Oh, okay. That's pretty good. Okay.
Yeah, and right here, references Funimation. Right here.
Sweet. Okay, so this has to be a good one. If you guys want to join us on the next one, or watch it with us, and as we discuss, we do it live here on Twitch. We post the recorded version on YouTube, and of course you can go to our Twitch channel and you can see our live videos anyways there too. But we mainly kind of stay on YouTube for recorded videos. But yeah, if you guys want to, if you guys are listening, check it out and come see us. We'll try to get this done in a couple weeks.
Yeah, and if you want to check us out on anything else, you can find us on our Geekster Cuzins on Facebook. Also, you can also check out Happy Married Gamer. I don't know if you've done any streaming lately or not, but
nope, I really have time to. This is what I love to do right now. It's podcasts.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I just started my. Okay. I had problems with my internet whenever I decided to do my first stream in a long time on a
Mm-hmm.
game. So I got like 39 minutes of it in, but I did start Final Fantasy 15.
Oh,
I've
awesome.
got a 39-minute
Mm-hmm.
one, which it cuts out, and I try to restart the stream. So you got a few of them that's like 30 seconds or something. I got to go through my stuff and erase the mess ups, but I have a startup.
Yep.
So if y'all want to join me on Final Fantasy 15 roller coaster, you're more than welcome to join me. I actually tried to take on a level 38 character at being only a level 5.
Yeah, that's smart. Was that at night or something? Was
Oh
that at
no,
night at the
dude! It was
behemoth?
a it was
Okay.
it was right outside of the second town you go to.
Oh, the whole like the huge city, kind of like not huge city,
No, not
like
the
tall
city.
buildings.
It's a no. It's a really small town. It's like literally the
Oh,
second town you go to.
oh, is that
Oh,
okay? I think I know what we're talking. The not the gas station, but the like
yeah, the gas
motel.
station.
Is it the gas
Yeah, the
station or the
gas station.
motel?
The
Okay,
gas station.
okay. We meet what's her name? That chick and Sid, right?
Yeah, where you end up going. Yeah, it's got. Uh, I'll have to relook at it. But dude, I
Mm.
got my. It was a behemoth or something like that. Level 38.
Yeah.
I got. I dude, believe it or not, I actually lasted about 10 minutes against that thing.
Nice.
But I don't know if I caught it on there or not. But yeah, I got destroyed.
Sweet.
But I'm doing that. I
Yeah.
might do little side steps and do. I might do a multiplayer stream on Black Ops Cold War, especially since Season 3 comes out
Gotcha.
tonight.
And we'll put Darth Low's Twitch channel in the description as well if you want to catch his streams.
But thank y'all. I appreciate it for everything that you guys do on watching us and supporting us. And
Yes, very much so. And apologize
happy
for.
married.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say happy married gamer. I love you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You're my favorite. Like for real.
Oh, I love you too, man. But yeah, and also I just want to say I guess we apologize for being so late on this. We've had some technical issues and trying to get together. Sometimes it's hard. Families, kids, things happen, So, but yeah, we're going to try to do this every 2 weeks though. That's the goal. We might meet the goal. We might miss a goal. We might push the goalpost a little farther down to where we can meet it. But that's our goal. Try to get through these seasons within 2 weeks.
Dude, we might even have to just do small 20-minute recordings and then have you splice them all together into one.
Maybe, who knows, but we'll get them out there eventually. But yeah, you can catch us on Twitch here. You can Geekster Cuzins, twitch.tv/Geekster Cuzins. You can catch. We don't have a customized URL for YouTube. We haven't hit that 100 subscriber mark, so please subscribe and also put like us on here on YouTube. We also are on Anchor as well under Geekster Cuzins. I think Geekster Cuzins Anime maybe, but which it also sends out to multiple places. We're on Spotify as Geekster Cuzins, so we're pretty much almost anywhere you can find podcasts on your favorite podcast platform.
And remember, our Geekster cousins, the way we're spelling is GeeKsters. No S at the
No.
end. Geekster, and then Cuzins.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, sorry, I put that extra S in there. I was.
Geekster. Geekster Cousins. But yes, thank you guys. As Darcel said, thank you. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks.
What's up, y'all? Have a good night, y'all.
Later.
Later.